when she was passing through on this ghostly procession, if your chores and stuff weren't done, she would just kind of smush her ghostly, distorted face against your window and let out a shriek. And that's how you knew you were about to get up.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
It's just moon juice through the window.
It's moon juice, it's just like ghostly surreal ash just blasted up against the window.
Welcome everyone to this week's episode of Shadows and Sightings, a paranormal comedy podcast where we talk about all things spooky. I'm Taylor.
I'm Nick.
And it is December, so that means it's time for more Christmas folk tales. Folklore, folk tales, urban myths, cultural stuff and things.
Yeah, more so like the myths and the cultural stuff. I'm not really finding too many things on cryptids.
Yeah.
For like the holiday season.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of really is like the abominable snowman. Which is essentially just Bigfoot, only when he's cold.
Yeah, no, it's not really like a holiday thing, too, because it's kind of like all year round.
That's true, but I mean, snowman.
I guess.
You know, he's no Frosty.
Like if you're out in Nepal during the summer, it's like July.
Yeah.
And he shows up, you know, like, you're not.
It's just like Bigfoot, only he's like all white in a Hawaiian shirt.
Oh, yeah, like out in Nepal, yeah, just like out there.
Briefcase or a little suitcase get onto an airplane.
Yeah, you're like, yeah,
going somewhere south.
Yep.
What would be more terrifying to run into in the wild, the abominable snowman as we know him, or like just Frosty the Snowman, a sentient talking snowman?
I'd be more freaked out by the snowman.
Really?
Yeah, it's just not right. It's not. It's just odd.
Like eating 40 hot dogs in a hot dog eating contest?
Yeah, like that. I'd be more afraid of that guy.
Joey
Chestnut showing up. Okay. And you can't go to Sam's without having the hot dogs or the pizza.
I've never had.
Oh man, it's like those huge Nathan, like the quarter-pound hot dogs.
Big old honking Frank.
Get that, and it's like $1. You throw in an extra $1, you get like a fucking big ass soda with it.
Just walk in like one day, just like $100. Be like, give me all the hot dogs.
Just like,
go back to the freezer section and get more if you have to.
But they're not cooked.
No.
You're not listening to me.
Make them.
Go get them
and cook them. I will be here for 4 hours. I want 100 hot dogs.
I wonder if like any hot dog professional eater out there, like that's how they train.
Like a Joey Chestnut.
Yeah, they just go to Sam's and just like pound freaking hot dogs down. It's cool, but it's like unsettling to watch those contests. Like they make me uncomfortable.
I hate them.
But you can't stop watching.
I can stop watching. I'm like, it just makes me sick to like watch it. I'm like that.
But what about
there's nothing natural about what is happening. That's a crime against humanity. Let's start with the hot dog for one. The hot dog in itself is a crime against humanity. I mean, it's an amalgamation. God never intended the hot dog to be made. And you're going to sit there and tell me you're going to eat 40 of these unholy creations?
I forgot how passionate you are about not liking hot dogs.
No, listen. I'm not that passionate about how, like, I've come around. Like, a hot dog's not, I'm just not going to go out of my way to eat a hot dog. No, like 100% beef frank over a campfire or something, I'm there. I'm here for it. Would you get like a fucking Oscar Mayer, like, no idea what's in that thing? Or it's just the leftovers of everything that they didn't want? Like, just think about that for a second. They cooked this all down. It's the shit they didn't even want to put in the other shit that's already processed shit. Right? It's like, let's just throw that in the big vat, cook it down, and put it in a sausage tube and send it out.
I will agree with you on this. Like, for as far as like when we get hot dogs, we make sure to get the all beef.
Yeah, like the ingredients, beef. Okay, great. I mean, thank God.
And the last couple of times when I've gone to the grocery store and we get hot dogs, I do kind of have this like disgusted look on my face when I pick up the packet. It says made with chicken, beef, and pork.
Byproduct.
It's
Yes. Like, you might as well eat fucking dog food.
It's like the chimera of food.
Yeah.
Just like. Oh my god.
So yeah.
Well, the ones at Sam's are all beef. Legit. I've been eating those since I was a kid. They're like delicious.
Nothing wrong with that. I'm just
sauerkraut.
When you sit down like Joey Chestnut, that dude has to have like a life expectancy of like 5 years. Like every time he goes back to the doctor, like again with the hot dogs, like Bob was to you with the hot sauce.
Yeah, it's just I'm sure. Like, how do you train for that?
I don't know. Again, like it's an unholy, unnatural process and they dip it in the water to eat the bun, and it's like, if you got to do all this, why even put the bun on it? Just eat the hot dog by itself. Just slurp that glizzy down, like.
I guess yeah, they are dip. I thought don't they normally dip it in mustard, or is it water? Is it water?
It's water. So it's like soak the bun, so it doesn't. So it's not as, I guess, expanded or something. Like so,
maybe so,
you can just shove it, shove it in. I don't know. If you gave me a fucking boiled Oscar Mayer regular Frank dipped in water, I'm gonna punch you in the face. Let alone do not serve me 100 of these things that I have to eat as many as possible
in a short amount of time, 30 minutes or less. I forget what. I think it was the news I was talking about, the last like hot dog eating contest, like the bit with him in it. And apparently they
banned him. They banned him from the contest.
Yeah, that's what it was. There was like a bunch of drama that went down between him.
No, there was no drama. They just banned him because they're like, nobody can beat you. That's like telling Tom Brady you can't play football anymore. You've won too many Super Bowls.
What's the problem? You eat too many fucking hot dogs.
We're afraid of for your health. Like, we cannot be responsible for you keeling over and dying on the premises.
Like, you're gonna die. When we first started this, it was kind of like a lighthearted thing.
Like, maybe, hey, you eat 2 or 3 hot dogs. That's a lot of hot dogs. If you get 5 down, holy shit, that's incredible.
Okay, well, now it's getting a little weird.
You've taken it to a point of no return. Like, everybody else eats like 18 hot dogs, which even by itself is a lot of fucking hot dogs. This dude's eating 40 hot dogs.
You fucking show up.
He's literally eating laps around these people eating hot dogs.
That would be terrifying.
That is a person I would not want to mess with. On a street, in a subway, no, I don't want to. The guy has no fear.
Okay, I've heard his name. I don't think I've actually ever seen what he looks like.
He's nothing to look at. If he's listening to this podcast, I feel so bad for saying that. He's nothing to look at. He's just like this small dude. He just somehow manages to fit
40 glizzies.
Yes. Turns into a...
Why are they so small? They're all like tiny. These like professional hot dog eaters are like tiny as mess. It's with like Olympic lifters.
Yeah.
They're not huge and like jacked. They're these like short little people that just have really great form, and yeah, they're just like, they can just throw weight.
Yeah. It's all about the technique, man.
Yeah.
It's probably your lower center of the gravity.
Maybe.
They always say that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, really.
Frodo Baggins would have been like a fucking pro.
Who?
Frodo Baggins.
Oh, yeah. Swolo Baggins.
Like,
just a jacked Frodo running the lands of Mordor. Or getting to Mordor.
Wouldn't that be like this, like the great alternative to that series? Whole movie gets done in an hour. In like 1 day's time.
I think it would be funnier if it was like there was an alternate way to get to Mount Doom from the Shire that took like an hour and a half. And they just didn't realize, like, we're so scared from the rider coming into the Shire, they just took off in that direction, so they just kind of had to roll with it. But if they just went the opposite way, it's like, oh yeah, it's like right over there.
There's a dude who's like giving free dragon rides. Yeah, I can fly there in an hour. What do you need?
40 gold.
Yeah, 40 gold. What do you got? You just got to drop that ring in the...
I'll take it.
Oh, sure. Put
it in this little satchel and just throw the whole thing in there. Nobody has to touch it.
It's like... Yeah, we're called the Postal Service.
Nobody has it for too long, and it's always in a package.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
So nobody actually physically interacts with it.
Nobody even knows what it is. Okay.
Amazon has it there in 2 days.
Yeah, like, literally have been here the whole time. Yeah.
Man, that'd be some shit.
I actually saw, I didn't get all the deets, but there's a new Lord of the Rings game coming out that's supposed to be this like massive open world RPG.
I hope so. I hope it's really good. But speaking of cryptids and video games, Nick, what's our cryptid corner story this week?
Yeah, I found an article that referencing probably one of like the OGs of the cryptid
Your favorite.
Universe. Good old fashioned Loch Ness Monster. So this was from a Vice article that was published on October 20th of this year. And apparently we have the first reported sightings of the Loch Ness Monster for this year. Someone took a photo of it. In the article, it doesn't actually show like the photo, so I guess you have to kind of track it down to see it. But supposedly, it's like broad daylight, and there's like a large black mass in the lake. And of course, they're saying that this is a pretty good photo for the Loch Ness Monster. It's actually one of the best sightings that's happened in a while.
Interesting.
The individual who was not named snapped and submitted a photo of their findings to the Loch Ness Center in Inverness, marking the first potential sighting of 2025 and one of the most unique and clear spottings of all time. They quote, "We've had numerous observations over the years, but this recent sighting has been particularly captivating. The conditions on that day were absolutely perfect. This could very well be our first significant sighting of the year, further fueling the mystery surrounding the Loch Ness Monster." And of course, it's just like you said, where Skyrim's never going to die. The
Loch Ness Monster is never going to die.
Yeah, it's never going to die.
I was going to say, I feel like there was just a team who was like gung ho set on using every bit of technology they could find to disprove the Loch Ness Monster. I don't know how that went or not, but
I'm not sure.
Apparently, they did not do it because there he is, or she is.
Yeah. So go check out. I would imagine on their website you could probably find. Yeah. So witnesses can submit their own sightings on the Loch Ness Center's website. You can probably just Google Loch Ness Monster Center. And they probably actually have an archive too on there of sightings. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, he's still around.
Let's see how it has changed over the years, if at all.
So this time of year, like I said, we really don't have a whole lot of, and maybe it's just because we don't haven't found any, but cryptids this year, like during the holiday season, we have like Krampus. We talked about, the Yule lads, and Gorilla. But today we're going to talk about Saint Lucia's Day, or Saint Lucia, but more importantly, Lucci Night. Am I saying that right? Is that
Lussi,
Lucci Night? Yeah. It's more or less just the tradition that's held in parts of Europe, celebrating Saint Lucy, but also like the Scandinavian twist of Lucci Night.
Yeah,
where that kind of comes from.
Yeah, this is like two separate folklores that kind of got combined into one at some point or another.
Yeah.
So where do you want to start with this one, Nick? Do you want to start with Saint Lucia?
Sure.
Or do you want to start with the Norse mythology of Lucy first?
We'll start with actual Saint Lucia first. So, Saint Lucia's Day, sometimes referred to as Saint Lucy's Day, it occurs on December 13th.
It's coming up.
Which is mainly celebrated in Sweden, Norway, Finland, and other parts of Italy. Now, the actual individual, Saint Lucia, was from Sicily, and it's reported that she died or was murdered, I guess, made into a martyr around 280 AD. She's often referred to as the patron saint for the blind, given the fact that she had her eyes gouged out. Yeah, pretty intense.
Yeah. It's interesting that she's the patron saint of the blind when she walks around with the candles on her head.
Well, that's...
Who's going to be able to see it?
Yeah, I mean, I think it kind of hints at the whole... she's the saint for the blind, but then I think the candles, like we were talking about earlier, kind of is more of a symbolism to kind of light the way, the darkness.
Mm-hmm. I like the depictions of her with this candle lit wreath on her head.
Yeah. Yep.
How dangerous is that?
Go big or go home. That's what I always say.
I guess. I would not feel safe wearing it looks like about 13 candles or so on her little crown of wreath.
Right.
Very flammable wreath
wreath, wax dropping down your hair.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be fun. That would not be a fun time. It's funny, I was reading into this I found this article, or I guess more like a blog, but there's this lady out, I'm going to assume she's out in Norway or Sweden, where she's depicting the Saint Lucia story in the customs, but through using clay mice. Do you remember, what was the movie Dinner for Schmucks? Remember how he would make the
taxidermy mice?
The scenes and all that with mice?
Yeah.
Basically the same thing, but with clay. So she builds these elaborate sets, and mice are the subjects or whatever. But she did an installment for St. Lucy's Day. So these mice are wearing blindfolds. They have the crown with and it was really elaborate. But in the screenshots, she's also talking about the origins of the holiday. So
it is interesting to note that she seemingly became the patron saint of the blind, but she did miraculously regain her eyes after they were gouged out.
Yeah.
So take that for what it's worth. It seems a little hypocritical to me.
I mean,
I'm the patron saint of the blind. I can still see, but
but you guys can't. Yeah.
Allegedly, it was a pagan suitor that she had scorned, turned him down. Said, no pagan heathenry for me. And he's like, all right, well, fuck you, bitch. I'm going to gouge your eyes out. And then she regained them through her faith.
Through her devotion.
Or something.
Yeah. So that's where, where she kind of comes from in the play here.
Yeah. So she was, like you said, had been born in Sicily. So this is very much an Italian kind of story. Mm-hmm. And now the theory pretty much goes that the Italians who were leaving and going up north to Norway and Scandinavia kind of brought this with them as Christianity started to spread upwards into the Northlands.
That makes sense, because I was originally, when I was doing the research, I was kind of confused because those were two very distinctly different cultures. So right. I was like, wait a minute, how is this Italian patron saint a big deal in Scandinavia, Sweden, Norway? Where did the connection come for that? So that makes sense that, I guess, as they were migrating up north, they brought that tradition with them.
Yeah. I seen that so basically at a time when Christianity was starting to be outlawed, she was one that she gained sainthood by not renouncing her faith. And this is why she got tortured and ultimately killed. But it was said that during the torturing process, they tried to light her on fire and it didn't work. So then they tried to attack her in some way, and it also didn't work until finally someone managed to get a sword into her throat, and that's how they killed her.
What a way to go.
So it seems she had some sort of divine protection going on to resist these things.
I guess that would be enough to make someone a patron saint.
If you
the sainthood, that's...
If you're fireproof.
Yeah. If you're impervious to damage.
Impervious to pain.
Yeah, I can't die. I just can't do it. And of course, the whole, idea for St. Lucy's Day, the main takeaway is the Christian martyr and she's known for bringing light during the darkest part of the year, which is the winter solstice, that transition over.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. So typically what you'll see on St. Lucy's Day, as far as the festivities go, processions with young girls dressed as Lucia, so an all white gown with a crown of candles, singing traditional Lucia songs, eating lusserkatter, or saffron buns, and of course, it being a symbolic celebration of light conquering darkness. Did you see the saffron buns?
I did not.
They look pretty good. You know what they look like? You know those little S-shaped donuts you get from Martin's or Spiral?
Either way.
Spiral. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like those S-shaped
pastries. Like you were cupping the balls there for a second.
Oh, yeah. Cupping the... it's you gotta... Yeah, crescent, spiral. But yeah, they typically, you would eat these pastries. She's often depicted, I think, either holding or eating the pastries.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She should be the patron saint of pastries.
Right?
That'd be dope.
What would be your chosen pastry if you were the patron saint of pastries?
Do, like, turnovers count?
That's fucking lame.
If I was a deity and it would be the caramel apple empanada from Taco Bell.
Wow. What's that meme with like all the knights with the swords? It's like each one's like a different pastry, and like they're all knighting like the caramel apple from Taco Bell. I completely forgot about those.
Yeah, they brought them back for a little bit, and then now they're gone again.
Damn it!
I know. Fucking Taco Bell.
I still want my freaking volcano burrito back.
You're never gonna get it.
God, like with the red.
Who'd be the patron saint of Taco Bell? What would Taco Bell's item, if it was what would you leave out for the patron saint of Taco Bell? A crunch wrap? I feel like I'd leave out a crunch wrap for the patron saint of Taco Bell.
It couldn't just be one thing. It'd have to be a couple.
It would have to be like the $5 box
$5
from back in the
day. It had to be like a quesarito, the crunch wrap, the Doritos Loco Taco. Probably one.
There should be a Hall of Fame of Taco Bell menu items. Anyway, that's a topic for a different day.
Another day, yeah.
So real quick, getting back to Saint Lucia, I don't want to just kind of elaborate on the story a little bit. So Lussi persuaded her mother to donate her dowry to the poor after her mother was miraculously cured of an illness through prayers to Saint Agatha. So she, I don't know what a dowry is specifically. You might have a better insight on what a dowry is. I assume it's some sort of...
I could be wrong, but I thought a dowry was, like, if you're getting married... That's something that like the spouse presents to you as like a gift.
That would make sense. Because her pagan fiance, angered by the decision, reported her to the Roman governor Pascasius. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. As a Christian. So this is how she's found out as being a Christian in a time where Christianity was mostly outlawed. When the guards attempted to haul her away to a brothel, as punishment, she became supernaturally immovable, as if rooted to the spot. They then tried to burn her at the stake, but the flames had no effect on her. She was finally killed by a sword thrust to her throat. According to some later accounts, her eyes were gouged out as part of her torture, or by herself to discourage a suitor. Her sight was miraculously restored before her burial. Her name, derived from the Latin word lux, meaning light, and the eye legends led to her veneration as the patron saint of the blind and those with eye problems. So I guess she never got her sight back. Her eyes just came back before she got buried.
That's odd.
Sainthood, what are you going to do?
That's true. It doesn't make sense, but it doesn't have to make sense.
As a Saints fan, sometimes I wish I could gouge my eyes out and have them grow back.
They're not doing too good this year, buddy?
No. But that's a different story also.
I mean, as far as like she goes, though, she's kind of badass.
Yeah.
She dedicated her life, of course, to her religion and her virginity. I guess, maybe that's why the husband was pissed. Or the suitor was mad.
Wanted to bang, and she said no.
And she's like, no, I'm not about that. And he's like, well, wait, why didn't you
tell me that? Not until we're married.
Why didn't you tell me that, before I gave you my entire field of cows,
my massive tracts of land.
Yeah, right? What do you mean? She secretly brought food to persecuted Christians hiding in the Roman catacombs. To carry more supplies, she wore a wreath of candles on her head to light her way.
Yes.
So maybe that's where that comes from. So she's going through these Roman catacombs to help feed the poor and the persecuted, and she wears these candles on her head to light the way. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And that aspect also kind of ties into her Norwegian side of things, or the Norse mythology sort, because it's two kind of different things in Norse mythology of what Lussi is. Some thinks that she's like the maiden of the sun. Like the sun is a deity in Norse mythology.
Sure.
And so her being the maiden, her being synonymous with light and I guess a rebirth of sense, but the candles lighting the way. Yeah,
parallels there, yeah. Huh.
Most people seem to assume that that's the version of Lussi that in Norse mythology is the accepted version, more like tied to like as a servant of Freya is what I read.
Okay.
So she's up in the eerier realm of things.
So... Okay, so that's more or less Saint Lucia, like the saint.
And the pageantry that goes along with Saint Lucia's Day.
Yeah. What is the alter ego? I guess not really alter ego, but okay. So if I were to come to you and say, okay, is Saint Lucia or Saint Lucy the same thing as Lucci Night?
I would say, you poor bastard.
It's Lucci Night, and I come to you and I'm like, hey guys, I gotta run out and go get some milk.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Do you guys need anything? I'll be back.
Stay inside.
I'll be back.
Stay inside.
Okay, no.
You're
milk,
not coming back.
Cereal. Milk.
Okay, go get the cereal.
Okay. All right, guys. See you later. I'll be back in an hour. And then I just don't come back. Why didn't I come back?
Would make sense to me. So in Norse folklore, Lussi, which is spelled differently, is Lussi.
Oh, really? I thought... Is it like a different... I keep saying Lucci.
Nope. Lussi.
Interesting.
Is a powerful, often fearsome female spirit or witch who ruled the dangerous night of December 13th, the longest night before Yule. So it's interesting to me that Saint Lucia killed on December 13th and represents the return of the light and stuff like that on Saint Lucia's night. At the same time, unbeknownst to any of them, you have this ancient tradition of Lucy's night being the winter solstice, the longest night of the year. Just an interesting little thing how that worked together.
Okay, so
to create what is now like the modern version of this story.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, we had Saint Lucia in Italy and Sicily being celebrated for what she's celebrated
her sainthood and her
sainthood.
Yes.
But at the same time, in parallel, we had in essentially Scandinavia and Norway, there was another pagan holiday or religious thing that was observed on the same night.
Correct.
Called Lucci Night.
Correct.
But there's no connection to
those two at all.
So just completely coincidental.
Completely coincidental.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's at least what I'm getting out of the story from everything that I've read.
Yeah, true.
So Lucy's night, she would lead a ghostly procession, which, interesting enough, also ties into St. Lucia's night of leading a procession, dressed as St. Lucy. This would be a ghostly procession of spirits, trolls, and other beings to check on households and punish those who hadn't finished their chores. Her traditions involved staying indoors, lighting fires, and ensuring work was done, so that way she wouldn't come and punish you. She was essentially like the labor enforcement. She'd come by to make sure all the labor laws are being enforced.
Well, I mean, I was just reading into that. It kind of sounded a lot like some parallels of Grilla.
A little bit, yeah.
And the Yule
she wouldn't eat the children or anything like that. She would mostly... So what I read, if she came through and you were unprepared for Yuletide, which could have been anything from the spinning, baking, brewing, and animal care that needed to be finished before Yule, if that wasn't done, the punishment would essentially be anything from snatching the misbehaving children and abducting them. It doesn't say she ate them. She would dull your sharp tools. If you left the tools outside, she would dull the blades so you could not use them. Oh, God, what a petty bitch.
I can't cut my butter now.
She would cause chaos for neglectful households. She would sometimes come through the chimney to cause chaos in the house through that, or she would just destroy the chimney completely.
I saw that where so I interpreted as she's still coming into the house to fuck your shit up,
yes,
but she's also taking your chimney down with her. like throwing salt to the wound. I'm gonna completely wreck your home, but at the same time, you're also gonna fucking freeze this winter because
I just fucking freeze.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially, that. I also read there was another instance where when she was passing through on this ghostly procession, if your chores and stuff weren't done, she would just kind of smush her ghostly, distorted face against your window and let out a shriek, and that's how you knew you were about to get fucked up.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
It's just moons you through the window.
Just fucking moons you. It's just like ghostly surreal ass just blasted him against the window. And it's like always for some, and there was probably one person back then like that happened, right? And they're for the life of them, like they had nothing but good intentions, but they can't remember what's the one chore they forgot. It's like, they're like, oh fuck, I forgot to put the sheep in. So did we get done?
Okay, the clothes have been made, so we're good from Gryla and the Yule lads on this one. So you got your new clothes, the baking's done, the tools are sharp. Oh my god. I didn't put the laundry back. Oh, fuck. And you just see, no. Wait. It's that John Bernthal Punisher. Wait.
It's not what it looks like. And also, too, so that was to stay indoors and to make sure your chores were done. But isn't there also an element where if you go outside, like they legit thought it was the most dangerous night of the entire year.
Correct.
And they cautioned you to stay inside because if you were to go out there was a good chance that she could swoop down and
dole out the punishment.
Yeah.
Drop an elbow from the top rope.
She just breaks your kneecaps and pulls out brass knuckles.
It's like a mob boss.
It just beats the shit straight up, just like Tony Soprano just beats the living daylight out of you.
Yeah, it was thought that... So the solstice has always had a big part of ancient life. The 13th being the winter solstice meant it was the longest night of the year and that spirits were roaming the earth. Animals apparently could talk to each other on this night.
Yeah, yep.
What would they talk about? Hey, it's the one night we get to talk. What do you want to talk about? I've got nothing to say to you.
I have to sit here for 364 days out of the year listening and smelling your ripe ass. Act like you don't fucking feel that shit.
I don't think there was any way to really... There was no offerings or anything like that you could subject or to give to her
to get her to go
subvert the... Like, you just had to make sure your shit was done.
I was going to say, I was thinking about that earlier, and I agree. There once... It's either... It's you do it or you don't. And if you don't do it, you're kind of fucked. Which is synonymous with, the realities of like that time period. There really wasn't any, hey, I can't feed my animals or I can't tend to my crops or, because if you don't, there was a good chance that you're not going to make it through the winter. So It was pretty much like, no, you have to do it, like, or you're not going to survive.
Yeah. It's definitely another one of those old folk tales where, hey, it's the longest night of the year. It's dangerous out there because life was dangerous back then.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't want to go outside when it's, 18
probably negative
hours of darkness, probably. Like up in Norway, I don't know what their average daylight looks like, but during the longest night of the year, I assume that there's not a whole lot of light.
Very little sunlight. It's probably like negative, 50 degrees.
Right. Like go out and fucking freeze. Yeah, it's just like, let's stay inside. Let's huddle together. Tell some stories. I seen they also would do some rituals where it was... They would kind of put on, I want to say I seen that it was like soot. They would like blacken their faces with soot and then put on like scary masks, almost like a Halloween tradition. But it was to ward off the other evil spirits that would come during the solstice.
Sure. Yeah.
So I guess Halloween and the Yule solstice kind of coincide, but they're slightly different.
So in there are like some similarities there.
And then they would do a kind of a ritual where one person would be chosen as like the Lussi bride or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this person did not want to be chosen for that because it meant that they were like a loose morals kind of harlot and that they would never find a husband. That's what I gathered.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah. Just imagine getting bestowed that honor. And then like you just got to live with that the rest of your life. Like,
right.
There she goes.
There's like no control over that. Like, it's just like there's a vote. It's just like, you were chosen.
So again, we have Saint Lucia and Lussi, the Norse being. They start to come together during the Christian, I don't want to say takeover, but the Christian persuasion starts coming into Scandinavia. And they just, like I said, I don't know how that it happened. They just found these dates coincided with similar things that they believed in and merged them into one thing.
So yeah, there's definitely is like a blending of pagan and Christian traditions. So before Christianity, Scandinavia had midwinter traditions involving welcoming the return of the sun, protecting against dark spirits, lighting fires, candles, and torches, and celebrating supernatural beings like the Yule goat or the Yule cat. As Christianity spread, the church, and this isn't just common to like Scandinavia. This is as Christianity spread all over the world. Pretty much every culture in religion that Christianity kind of bleeds into, it kind of just takes the existing traditions
and Christianizes them.
Phases out.
That's how we get every single holiday.
More or
like
less.
Our modern American Christian holidays. Yule is Christmas.
Yeah.
You know, Jesus was not born in December.
No, common misconception. But yeah, exactly.
Like it was has nothing to do with Jesus' birthday. It's a celebration of Yule, which was already being celebrated. Christians were just like, well, you're already celebrating. Let's have a celebration for something we're also celebrating.
Sure. Yep. Nope. So as Christianity spread, the church often merged existing customs with Christian saints, days like Lucia, light, which became the perfect symbol to merge with the old solstice, return of the light celebration. So what was already being celebrated in Scandinavia.
Yep.
So Saint Lucia's Day in Scandinavia is a hybrid tradition. Saint Lucia the Martyr mixed with the ancient Norse solstice celebrations. How did Lucia become a Scandinavian, Norwegian cultural icon? By the 1700s and 1800s, different regions in Sweden had local customs involving a young woman bringing food and light at dawn, wearing candles as a crown, and waking the household with songs.
Now, hold on. I want to make sure our listeners know what this means. From what I read, the oldest daughter would make breakfast for their parents and present it to them, basically breakfast in bed. It would be in the form of coffee, hot mulled wine, and traditional saffron buns, like you had mentioned.
Yeah. Also
shots of alcohol. If that doesn't sound like the best goddamn holiday, I would have a kid just for that. I'd be like, daughter,
oldest, these saffron buns aren't going to bake themselves.
Where's my hot mulled wine? Where's my booze? Daddy wants to get hammered.
Wait, there's no shots. We're the shots.
Yeah, let's fucking party.
It's like it is 7 a.m. Damn it!
I love that. I love that they're just getting ripped right off in the morning. Go ahead, continue.
So in 1893, a public Lucia celebration was held in Stockholm, and then from there it exploded in popularity. Schools, towns, and cities began selecting an annual Lucia, turning it into a major national tradition. So, and I guess they still do that today. A girl is chosen, I'm assuming from like the surrounding towns, and is dressed as Lucia in a white gown with a candle crown. Attendants, or the Tarnanor, star boys, gingerbread men, I guess, are also a part of like the celebration. And then processions, which include choir music and candlelit, festivities, and of course the saffron buns, or the loose cater. I kind of want to try to make that now. That sounds really good.
I think you should.
And mulled wine are given out as part of the celebration. It is one of the most cherished Scandinavian winter holidays, representing, of course, light overcoming darkness, hope returning in midwinter, and community and kindness.
I think it's interesting that this all kind of becomes a national phenomenon, basically out of like a joke. Like it originally started as these people did it as like a publicity stunt. Like this one town did it as a publicity stunt, and everybody liked it so much that it kind of gained
Stockholm or whatever.
Yeah.
That kind of, and it exploded. They're like, oh, let's do this.
Like got put in the paper, so like every other town's like, well, fuck, that looks like fun. Let's do it.
Yeah.
And it just explodes into a cultural phenomenon that's now, like you said, the most cherished celebration that they have.
I wonder what if they'll like stream it on TikTok or YouTube or anything.
Oh, that would be cool.
Just to kind of go see like what it looks like.
Yeah. They said it's really awesome to be like in pitch black or pitch darkness, and then all of a sudden you see like the candles from the girl who is, I guess, selected the national Lucia come just start the procession, and that's all you see is the candles, and then eventually you see all the rest of the children and people dressed in white and the other little things you were talking about, like gingerbread men and elves. But it's just so interesting to me how, now that we've kind of wrapped up the stories of what goes on, how those two cultures just collided like that and formed this perfect holiday for these people.
Out of like pure coincidence.
Right, exactly.
Because it doesn't really ever explain how, well, I mean, like what you were saying with it, like the Italians leaving Italy and Sicily and bringing the Christian tradition with them.
Right.
but like the odds of Norway kind of already having a similar thing in place
on December 13th,
on the same night or whatever,
crazy.
Yeah, and with let alone like a loosely, like the name is loosely based off of like, you know, I wonder what. So like Lucia, that's like light, I think, in Italian.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what if Lussi means like Lussi, if that means light in Scandinavian or Norwegian.
I don't think so, because she's not a person people look forward to seeing.
True. It's like
they look forward to seeing
the
Sun Maiden come back. Like
Saint
in
Lucia,
Norse mythology, the wintertime was more or less the sun going away, and they were afraid if they didn't do these festivals and rituals to bring the sun back, it wasn't going to come back. And the first sign of light being the Sun Maiden, which I guess could be Lucy. It's like I said, in some tales, she is the Sun Maiden that serves Freya to bring the sun back. So I don't know. It could be something similar.
The word for light in Scandinavian all kind of come from they're all kind of based around the same root. So in Swedish it's lus, in Norwegian it's lis, Danish is lis, but yeah, it's not Lussi or Lussi.
I might actually have it here. It's actually called Lucci Night, which is the night of December 13th, which was considered the darkest and most perilous, but it was ruled by Lucy, so it's Lucy's night. Not necessarily that it. So like her name is just Lussi.
It's still coincidental. It's coincidental. It's like that's crazy.
So it could have just been that once they started having this connection, that Lucy became the Sun Maiden.
Yeah,
in Norse mythology,
and they just blended
it. Just kind of worked together.
And they just kept it.
Could have been
interesting stuff. This was actually a really fun topic to research because just learning about the whole culture behind it. And then just seeing like how other people celebrate like their own religions and stuff around the world is always interesting.
I think it's fascinating how so many of these cultures have that thing on a certain night that comes to terrorize your town during Christmas.
Yeah. Yep.
Just to keep the kids from acting out.
Yep.
And keeping people safe. Like the ultimate goal is to keep people safe.
Yeah. They're like these tales were told to kind of keep people in line, you know,
right.
Like a form of social control without like actually controlling them. You know, it's
And I like the image in my brain of Lucy showing up in a construction truck with a wrecking ball and just taking chimneys down. She's driving through like, you're not prepared. Bam!
Just walking down the street. She's like just pulling pins on grenades and just like throwing dynamite in one chimney.
Just dulling sharp blades too. Like, what like I said, what a petty thing to do.
Yeah. But now I'm inspired to make saffron bread. What is it?
Saffron buns.
Saffron buns. I bet you they're fire.
I bet there's a bomb recipe out there. We should make some of those. I mean, December 13th, this Saturday, as of this recording. So this episode will be dropping right before Saint Lucia's Day. Lucy's Day. Oh, okay. Those things. Yeah, those are not fashnuts. I like how they had to make them in the shape of an S, so you know they're saffron. Anyways.
Good stuff.
Well, I think that about wraps this episode up in our Yuletide discussions. These have been pretty fun.
Has been. It's that time of year. Yeah, it's just interesting. Oh, I love this time of year.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped. We're going to the Hershey Lights thing on Saturday.
Ooh.
And then we're going to Jim Thorpe in Bethlehem.
Oh, that's fun.
On Sunday.
Oh, little town of Bethlehem.
Yeah. Or Allentown, I think, is what it is.
It's nearby.
But it's the same, yeah. So, but we're doing the train ride in Jim Thorpe. It's supposed to snow, and we got the dome, like the glass tops.
Oh, that'll be cool.
So, we'll see if the weather actually works out the way that it does.
It never does, but hopefully for you, it works.
Well, the train's still going to run.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
just whether or not it's snowing.
Whether or not it's snowing, so we'll be able to see the snow going through the mountains and all that.
Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped.
We've been talking about going up to Jim Thorpe and obviously Hershey for the lights since we have season passes, but
we're going.
This is a fun time of year, but it's coming. Man, it's going by so fast.
Yeah, we're only 20-some days away from the new year, 2026.
I was gonna say it was like 2 weeks. It's Christmas.
Yeah,
2 weeks.
Fucking nuts.
So hunker down, people.
Get ready. Actually, we might have an episode next week.
We should have an episode
next week. But
then the following week, we may take a quick break for Christmas and New Year's.
And then we'll be back with the new year for going on year 2?
Year 2? Coming up, I mean.
Like coming up, we'll be working towards year 2.
We're like year and a half in right now.
Oh, yeah.
But we're like almost 40 episodes, I think, right?
We're at 40. This will be 46.
This is 46?
Yeah, this will be 46.
Jesus.
So we're almost coming up to our 50th episode, folks.
So we got to do something big for the 50.
Oh, fuck yeah, big 50.
We should do like a live show.
Something pretty neat.
Well, we want to hear what you guys want to hear us talk about. We want to hear the stuff going into the new year that fascinates you, that gets your paranormal juices flowing.
Ew.
Get your ectoplasm oozing out.
Stop. I don't want to know that. He does. He doesn't speak for me. Because that's just nasty. But no, really, we do want to know what you guys are thinking about.
Yeah, we do. You got anything else, Nick?
No. We're happy to have you guys as our listeners out there. You see the Grammys this year? This is the first year that they're having like a Grammy for...
podcast?
For podcasting.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're going to win that one day.
Maybe.
That's
see.
a goal.
That's
a goal.
Humble goal. But yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah, man. All right. Well, as always, you can check us out on Facebook, Shadows and Sightings, a paranormal podcast. Instagram, Shadows and Sightings Pod. We're on Threads. We're on that stuff. I don't really post anything on Threads. I don't really know anything about Threads, but I guess it's like Twitter for Instagram or some shit.
I've never.
But we're on there, so if you're on Threads, give us a follow on there too. Send us an email at shadowsandsightingsgmail.com. If you have any questions or topics that you want to hear on the show, just let us know. Drop a comment wherever you're listening. Give us a 5-star review. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell the paranormal enthusiast in your life. And until next episode, we'll see you then when we talk about all things spooky.